So most people know I'm a dog person, and this is why I'm a dog person. These are the kids. They are all rescues. Uh, Starting from the left is Durango, and Grace in the middle, and Will over on the right. And I've had them, well, I got Durango about 6 years ago. I found her when she was about 6 weeks old. She was stuck under my truck one morning, and I couldn't find an owner. I advertised and talked to everybody, and so she ended up being mine. And I was driving a Durango, and so that's where she got her name. Uh, and the other two I have only had a little over a year, and they are rescues from a group called Doberman Rescue of Southern Nevada. And I found them online, and they didn't want to split them up. I wasn't really looking for three dogs, but they didn't want to split these two up because they thought they were brother and sister, and they were roaming around the streets of Las Vegas. And I have a yard big enough, and when three of these guys got together for the first time, they acted like they had known each other forever. So I now have three dogs. And they all have their unique personalities. Grace is Grace. She's a total princess. She is very affectionate. She is kind of the semi-aloof one, but she's very affectionate. Will, when I got him, Will, I think, was abused somewhere down the line because I had a little bit of a challenge with him. I had to hand feed him for a couple weeks. I mean, literally out of the palm of my hand. And after that, I had to hold the bowl for him for another couple weeks before he would take food on his own. And now he's kind of adapted and realized that the food's his, and he's allowed to have it. Durango is the one whose tail never stops. She's the only one that has a tail, and it never stops. And one day it's going to hurt somebody because it is constantly going about 100 miles an hour. But, once these guys got together, they were just all over each other, all over me. They vie for attention all the time. They all want to be held and petted. The big guys are really just big lap dogs, and they'll just come up and plop down on you wherever you are. Luckily, they like to go to Starbucks on Sunday morning. We walk down to Starbucks, and everybody down there knows them and has a good time with them. And then they spend their days just kind of laying around the pool, and who knows what they do whenever I'm not home. They're either inside the house or outside, and they kind of rule the place when I'm not around. And I think one day I'll hook up the webcam and see what they actually do when I'm not here. But this is pretty much the sound that I hear all the time when I come home, and they come running through the house. And this is kind of what they act like whenever I come home. Okay, I've been wanting to do this one for a little while. And we're in my bedroom. And these are some of the kids. Will, come here, Will. Come here, buddy. Come on. Here comes Will. Come here, Will. Come here. So this will be a free-for-all. But these are the kids. This white one here is Durango, who I found under my truck one day when she was a little puppy. And that was about 6 years ago that I found her. And she's been hanging out with me for quite a while. And then these two are fawn Dobermans that I rescued a little over a year ago that they found roaming the streets. And they all kind of get together and hang out and are one big happy family. They all sleep together, eat together, and love each other. They kind of lick each other all over the place, and they just kind of pile on top of each other, and everybody wants attention all at once. And when I ended up with three dogs, I didn't really plan on getting three dogs, but I ended up with three dogs somehow. And everybody was making fun of me because I was kind of like the old lady with all the cats in the neighborhood, but I'm the old man with all the dogs in the neighborhood. But, it's funny because every day they do bring you a lot of comfort and a lot of joy and something to laugh at every day whenever they run through the house and knock each other over and slip and fall on the floors. Or when they knock each other over when they're going for their food, or when they just come put their head on the bed in the morning and try and wake you up because they need out. Or they just kind of hang out like this and lick your face whenever they feel like it. But I mean, they're truly great. They're kind of bizarre because they don't fight, they don't growl at each other. They all just are one big happy family. So these are the kids, and if they'll let me up, I can get up now. But anyway, yeah, they like to lick and lay on top of you and all that kind of stuff. Anyway, so later.